Hello and welcome to the Korean Beauty Show podcast. I'm your host, Lauren Lee, lawyer turned entrepreneur and founder of Korean skincare brand Jellyco. If you want to keep up to date with all the latest Korean beauty trends and perfect your own routine in the process, then you are in the right place. As a long-term resident of Seoul, South Korea, I've been working in the industry for well over 10 years, and on this show, I translate all the latest industry news to let you know what's going on in the industry in Korea and globally. On today's episode, we are covering the most popular Korean makeup products in Korea in 2024, from foundations to cushions, concealers, lipsticks, highlighters, and more. Stick around if you want to know more about the products Koreans couldn't get enough of this year. All right, so welcome back. I know that there are listeners of ours who have been waiting for the makeup roundup. Of course, in last week's episode, we did do our big skincare roundup of all of the trending ingredients, the skincare products, the key category trends that we kind of saw coming through. Now, makeup is a little bit different in the sense that there's not always the same constant innovation like we see with skincare. And that's not necessarily because makeup is limited in its ability to do that, but I just think there are products and categories that make sense for people that consumers want. They know how to use them. They feel confident in using them. And so, brands are really just giving people more of what they want. So this is going to be an absolutely jam-packed episode. I have got so many different products, brands, product names for you. Do not stress about writing any of this stuff down. I have prepared a huge list of all of these for the show notes. So if you're looking for them, you can scroll down in your podcast app and you'll find it. If you are watching the show on our YouTube channel, take a look in the description and I'll have the names of all of the products and links where I can as well. So all of the hard work has been done for you, and I'm actually taking the data this year from GlowPick, which is a local platform where people can rate and review, all of their favorite products. So I have taken most of the categories. I'm not going to cover absolutely everything just because honestly, I feel like we would be here for a very, very long time. But I'm going to give you, I hope, most of what you want to know. If there is something I've missed, if there is like a particular category or product that you were really curious about and I didn't cover it, come and find me. I'm happy to get the information for you. All right, so without any further ado, let us dive in and take a look. So first things first, foundations. What were the products that Koreans were loving? Okay, for your matte foundations, the VDL Cover Stain Perfecting Foundation was the top pick, and I can get behind this one 100%. I absolutely love this formulation. I love this product. I actually feel like this would be my Korean foundation pick as well, so I'm very happy to see that was also another favorite. Now, for the glow category, the most popular product this year is Espoir's Pro Tailor Glow Foundation. Now, I personally didn't love this one, but there's nothing necessarily wrong with it. I'm even going to go so far as to say I was surprised to see it on the list. I just personally didn't absolutely love it. I don't think I would buy it again, but there you go. Those are the two that were popular for matte and glow. Now, when we get into our cushion foundations, these are the Korean products that come in like a cushion compact. And if you have spent any time in Seoul, you will notice people sitting on the train, the subway, sort of patting and tapping and, applying their cushions. People here have no shame at all in doing that. In some countries, it's kind of like socially unacceptable to be fixing up your makeup in public places. Korea is not one of those places at all. It is not unusual to see people doing all of that and more. A lot of people will wear like hair rollers in their hair out in public to keep like their fringes bouncy. And for me, I'm like, that might be a bridge too far for me personally, but like basically anything goes here. So these are what we're talking about if you're not familiar with them. So the matte cushion foundation that everyone was raving about this year was the Hera Black Cushion Foundation. Hera being a very popular brand, a little bit more bougie, a little bit more luxury, but extremely popular here in Korea. And the Glow Cushion Foundation that everybody loved was the Bia O Glow Cushion. So that one is very famous because it gives you like a my skin but better kind of look. And it also has a unique cushion, a shape to the cushion that is designed to fit better underneath your eyes. So a lot of the cushion foundations would just have like a round circular cushion, which is fine. But when you're getting into these kind of creases under your eyes, it can be a little bit tricky, a little bit dicey. So some brands have come out with cushion designs that are a little bit easier to get into the corners. And there's even things like mini cushions and whatnot that can help you along as well. So that one was really popular this year. Now, when we're getting into our cream foundations, you will notice that one name that keeps popping up for a lot of things, and that is the Sen. So their Cover Perfection Triple Foundation Balm was the most popular product this year, according to Glowpick. And this basically comes in, it looks like a concealer palette, to be honest. It has a peach, green, and beige in a little circular palette. And basically it's designed to conceal your dark circles, redness, and blemishes, while also giving you like that even skin tone. So the peach color is the one for your dark circles. Green is obviously your color correcting for blemishes. And then the balm beige color is for your overall skin tone. And this particular product actually comes with a little dual-ended brush that has like a flat end for your foundation application as well, and a rounded end for concealer. So it's kind of like an all-in-one little product. Very, very cool concept. So that was the most popular product this year. Now, before I get into our powders and concealers, I would just like to let you know that if you do love Korean beauty products, we would absolutely love for you to try ours. Our brand, Jellicoe, is putting the fun back in functional skincare. And after almost a decade working in the industry and distributing other Korean beauty brands and products through our K-Beauty e-tailer Style Story, what we decided to do was team up with some of the best cosmetic chemists in Korea to create a collection that is designed to give you juicy and bouncy jelly skin. So we're looking to shorten the path to better skin, fewer steps, multifunctional products that do more with less. We launched in 2020 and we are now available in a couple of places. Jellicoe.com is our global website where we ship all over the world. We are available through Amazon in Australia and the US. We are also available in the US through ecosmetics.com, a big e-commerce platform in the States, as well as C.O. Bigelow, which is the oldest apothecary in America. And you'll find them online and also in New York City in the West Village. We are also available offline in Australia through Jardin Pharmacy as well. If you can't get your hands on our products, we would still absolutely love for you to support us. You can follow us on social media at Jellicoe_official. And your support really does mean the world to us. One of our goals for 2025 is to increase our retail distribution, and that's something that we cannot do without you. So we have been meeting with a lot of beauty buyers and retailers, and one of the things that a lot of them have told us is that they won't consider retailing our brand until we hit this magic number of 20,000 followers on social media. So that is our goal. Any support that you can give to us to reach that goal would be absolutely amazing. All right, let us get back into it. Apologies. Finish powders. So the finish powder that was the most popular this year was actually Makeup Forever's UHD pressed powder. A Korean one was the popular one for the loose powder, Innisfree's No Sebum mineral powder. I feel like this one is just like so like evergreen. It never ever goes out of style, never goes out of fashion. It's cheap, it's cheerful, it does exactly what it says on the tin. I feel like Innisfree has really been a category leader, particularly for their powders. I feel like powder is not something that's that easy to come across in Korea. Historically, a lot of brands have not even really had one or bothered with it just because of how popular like the glossy, glassy skin look is in Korea. I know that's one thing that my mom, anytime she comes to Korea, she's like always wanting to stock up on all of her stuff. And she's like, powder, where can I get a powder? And I'm like, Mom, we've had this conversation before. There are not that many options. Why do you do this to me every single time? We end up going around to all these different stores looking thing. And sometimes we do find some. Over the years, we've had luck with like Vanilla Co. I think VDL had one that she really liked. But anyway, this year, Makeup Forever and Innisfree were the top ones. Now, concealers. There are so many products in this category at the moment. The number one most popular one was Luna's Long Lasting Tip Concealer. And this is designed to cover up redness, spots, and dark circles with just one thin layer. And it's really good for brightening your under eye bags as well. What I would say about this one is that I think that it is suitable for like the no makeup look. So that is a great product to look at if you are into that kind of a stick concealer. Or rather just like an ordinary concealer with, you know, the little doe foot tip applicators. If you are after a stick concealer, the SEM was another category winner this year with their Cover Perfection Concealer Pencil. Now, not a new product. This actually did win the Allure Best of Beauty Award in Korea in 2022. But people love it because they say that it gives them coverage without professional skills, which if you are a bit of a makeup noob or even someone like me, I would consider myself someone that just like, I do my makeup, but I'm not a professional, then this kind of product is perfect. Now, if you like the pot concealers, the SEM was also the winner in this category. They have one called their Cover Perfection Triple Pot Concealer. Again, this is a multi-beauty award winner. It's won the Glow Pick Awards before and Allure. It's basically a balm type of product that adheres to the skin really well, covers pimples, dark circles, all that good stuff. Now, makeup base. I've mentioned this product before, but this was the winner this year. It's Yeonjak's Skin Perfecting Protective Base Prep. Now, this is basically the star product from Yeonjak and is responsible for most of the brand's sales. So that tells you everything you need to know about this. It does a couple of different things. It preps your skin to wear makeup, and it also makes it last longer, and also then acts as kind of like a protective shield against external irritants for your skin. So, you know, just to give you the best results for your makeup, make sure that your skin stays really, really hydrated. That's why this product is so beloved. And it is a brand that doesn't get a whole lot of airtime overseas. So if you're looking for something that Koreans love, that the Yeonjak Skin Perfecting Protective Base Prep product, quite a long name, is one of those products. Okay, now on to BB creams, which is another category that I know people really enjoy when it comes to their Korean beauty products. So the most popular this year was actually Glow's Breathable BB Cream. So this product went completely viral, and it is still a small company. And if you are a small company making makeup products, one of the biggest hurdles is how do you offer your customers all of the different shade ranges that they need? It is extremely expensive. Basically, the more variations you have on a product, the bigger the production run you're going to do. Every different variation will have a minimum order quantity, and it can just get absolutely crazy. Like, one of the things I do in my job, in my work, is actually consult with people that are manufacturing and making beauty products in Korea. And a lot of people will come to me and say, right, Lauren, we want to do a sheet mask and we want it to be in like 7 different flavors or types. And I'm like, okay, well, hold up a minute, because that is a very, very expensive proposition. Like, how much money have you kind of allocated for this project? Because 7 times the minimum order quantity, not only are you going to be dealing with literally hundreds of thousands of mask sheets here, like you need to have a distribution channel set up, you need all of this other stuff. It's not as easy as it sounds. So they kind of had this problem, right? And Glow decided what they were going to do is launch with a trio of shades, brown and white, so that you can basically mix them together and create your perfect shade. Kind of ingenious if you think about it. And they're basically trying to sell it to people. So there's a white one and a brown one, and like, you know, you mix them together. It's genius because a lot of people will find that their skin tone changes and it's different colors at different times of the year. Like obviously in the summer, if you get a little bit more sun, some people tend to go a few shades darker. Maybe if you are a person that uses like a fake tan or something like that, you could also incorporate this. Now, one of the, I guess, things that some people might not like about that is that you're then there mixing your own foundation, essentially. It's a little bit more labor intensive. And it's maybe a little bit harder to get the color that you want perfect every single time. But it's kind of an ingenious solution. People say that this is literally the most lightweight thing that they've ever tried and that it feels like a serum. I've heard people say that like, oh, you feel like you could just go to bed with it on. So it doesn't clog the pores. It's obviously multi-purpose, easy enough to mix, I guess. So that product was the most popular one this year. So a lot of people obviously thought that that was, something that they wanted to try for themselves. In terms of the BB cushions, the winner this year was Lara Clara's Bio Cover Balm. And this one actually went famous on Naver Shopping Live. So Naver is the Korean version of Google pretty much. So we don't tend to do a lot of searches in Korean on Google because it comes up with really weird results, not very relevant. Whereas if you search for the exact same thing on Naver, all of a sudden it's like a different world and you get exactly what you're looking for. So Naver is the key search platform in Korea. Naver Shopping is kind of like Google Shopping or any of the other search platform shopping things. So this is well known, this Lara Clara Cover Balm, as the makeup artist and beauty creator's insane cushion, which is like their life cushion, like the best product of their life pretty much. And they love it because it doesn't break down throughout the day and it also maintains your skin's tone. People also say that they love it because it's not uncomfortable even if you're wearing it all day long. So definitely one to put on your list if you are a massive fan of Korean BB cushions. Now, on to lipsticks, and the number one winner in this category was actually Hera's Sensual Powder Matte Lipstick, which comes in 7 shades, and it has like a velvety finish, and it's obviously a matte lipstick as well. So Hera, like I mentioned before, is more in that sort of luxury category, I would say, but very, very famous for their makeup. Now, for lip pencils, it was a nice, cheap and cheerful one. It was Banilico's Smudging Lip Pencil. So this is one of those products that basically doubles as like a lipstick and a lip contour. So you can kind of use it all over your lips and outline them as well. It has a very creamy formula and it's designed to prevent your lip color from feathering and bleeding as well. And it comes in a few different colors. So I'm also going to go through lip glosses, lip liners and eyeshadows. But before I do that, just a reminder that you can now follow the show in even more places. We are now on TikTok. We are on YouTube. We have our own YouTube channel, and I'm trying to actually record the episodes as well for the people that prefer to watch the show. So you can go and find our channel, the Korean Beauty Show podcast. We are also on Instagram as well. And I'm trying to mix up the kind of contents that we actually do on the channels, including things like product reviews and whatnot. So I will have links to those in the show notes. If you are a visual person, you prefer like watching the show, obviously come and find us on YouTube. But yeah, lots of different places that you can find us now. And I would love to see you there. All right, so lip liners. The most popular product this year was Clio's Velvet Lip Pencil, and that one, it comes in 6 different shades, and it basically helps you to create this plump and full-looking lips, and also gives you long-lasting color as well. Similar thing as the Banilico one, it's designed to help prevent lips from bleeding, the lip color from bleeding, but this one actually comes with a sharpener, which is always good. I know, when you buy like an eyeshadow pencil or whatnot, and like within a week you like need to sharpen it, and that's always the one thing you can't find. I feel like that's my issue a lot of the time. I'm like, oh gosh, if I need to go out and buy a sharpener or remember where I put my sharpener, it's kind of like getting in between me and using the product. I don't know if anyone else has that problem, but that's certainly an issue that I'm having at the moment. I've got one on my shopping list right now that I need to buy an eyeshadow pencil sharpener for a new shadow that I just bought. Uh, anyway, for the lip gloss category, again, back with another hair up product. The winner was Sensual Nude Gloss from Hera, which actually comes in 6 different shades. The packaging for this is immaculate. It looks so luxe. It has a really hydrating formula, a sheer and glossy finish. So if that's your jam, go and check that one out. Now, eyeshadows. This product I've mentioned on the show before, Holika. Holika's my fave piece eyeshadow. So this was the one that I mentioned that a lot of people are using in place of the Dior Loose Blush. There's actually a shade called Chew, which is the one that everyone is going crazy for. It's like a pink and gold glittery shade. So this is actually the Holika dupe product. It's technically an eyeshadow, but people are using it as a blush. These are the little single shadow, basically. They come in 47 different shades, and you can actually make up your own palette. Like they also sell a separate thing where you can pick your own little rectangles and then put them in. So the favorite of Korean makeup artists in this line is the shade Wisteria. I mentioned Chew is the one that is supposedly the dupe for the Dior blush. Another shade that's really popular for doing the aegyoshal, the under eye, the cute eye makeup, is Berry. But I would say in general, they have a great range of shadows for your base makeup, your point makeup, aegyoshal makeup, the lighter pinks, anything that you would need to create like a typical Korean makeup look. Holika has this in their My Fave Piece eyeshadow range. Now, for liquid eyeshadow, the really popular product was 3CE's Eye Switch. And these are basically like eye glitters that have like a really thin paint brush applicator. And again, this is another favorite kind of product for doing aegyoshal under eye makeup. It often involves like just doing a glittery line to kind of give you the look of that plump under eye. So that one was the favorite. Now, when it comes to eye palettes, the most popular product this year was Clio's Pro Eye Palette. And as is typical of most palettes, it has 10 different shades in it, a few different styles as well. So in the brown version of this palette, there are a lot of what I would call muted colors, like sand, glitter, mauve, light brown. And then they also have a pink version as well. Also quite muted. I would say they're quite natural pinks, and they include a lot of like light pink glitters. Both of these are perfect for creating Korean style makeup as well. Now, for brows, the big product was Espoir's The Brow Balance Pencil, and that is certified vegan by Eve Vegan, and it also does come in really, really cool packaging. It's like a long, thin, red, almost a square thing, and then the tip of the product itself has like a triangular shaped tip. It comes in a variety of shades: classic brown, cool grey, soft brown, ash brown, light brown, and light taupe. So a couple of different options, I guess, to create your perfect brow look. If you are more of a powder brow kind of person, then Skin Food's Choco Eyebrow Powder Cake was the winner. And Skin Food, very easily accessible all over the world, which is great for our global listeners. And it's cheap and cheerful, which is always a positive. It's got 2 different shades in the compact. Not so bold, I would say. There's a real cacao of chocolate is one of the shades. And you can mix them together if you want. You can use them on their own. It's quite long lasting. So a really good one to try out, I guess, if you are into powder brows. Now, mascara. I was slightly surprised to see this product on the list. It was Etude's Curl Fix Mascara. So I am not usually a huge fan of their mascaras, but this one has won Glow Pick Awards before, And what they said is that 400 consumers actually participated in the product development for this latest one. So look, I mean, maybe I should give it another try. That people were saying that they love that it's waterproof and smudge proof, that it gives you intense volume, and it has like the bending brush type. Yeah, I was a little bit surprised to see that one on the list, but obviously very, very popular. So maybe I'm the one that's missing out. I can't say that I've tried this new one. Now, powder blush. When I was having a look at the list, I noticed that there were mostly Western options for the powder blushes. The Korean option that was really popular was 3CE's Mood Recipe Face Blusher. And this one, again, an award winner. It's one of 3CE's like classic products, I would say. It has won a Glow Pick Award, a Donga Ilbo Editor's Pick. It comes in what I would call classic Korean makeup colors. So the color selection is relatively small, but I feel like 3CE and their palettes are really synonymous with K-beauty. So you might have tried them, you might have seen them. That was the Korean option. When it comes to the cream and stick blushes, Vidi Vici's Mineral Glow Cream Blusher was the favorite. This is like a melting formula that's really, really easy to apply, and obviously it's a cream blush. In the liquid blusher option, Muse's Mousse Care Chic was the winner. This honestly has beautiful, beautiful packaging. If you're watching along on the show, I'll have a little thumbnail of it, but it looks very, very high end, and it gives your cheeks like this natural flush. And the formula, interestingly enough, is infused with ectoin and black seeker complex. So ectoin is one of my favorites for the year. And it is also certified vegan, which you'll notice is a really big trend in Korean makeup. I feel like I said this before. I think I said this last year. It's like a requirement for Korean makeup at the moment to be certified vegan. The one thing I would say about this collection from Muse is that there aren't that many shades to choose from. But again, if you like Korean style cheek makeup, I think you'll be really happy with this product. Now, for the blusher palette, Dasik's Rose Milk Tea collection was the winner. I would say that this is going to be a good product for people that like to do a minimal makeup look. There are 9 shades, but they are very muted, like pinks, mauves, and browns. It has various textures, so it has some soft and creamy mattes. It has some shimmer with really, really finely milled shimmery particles, pressed glitters, and a wet glitter type as well. So lots of different options, but definitely not something that's going to really look like you're wearing a whole lot of makeup. So just keep that in mind. There was a category for lip and cheeks, and Bray's Lip Sleek was the winner this year. Now, this is a really interesting looking product. It basically comes in like a metallic case that you slide open, so that you can use it on the go. It comes on a keychain as well, and it's perfect for like your lips and your cheeks, as the name suggests. I would say that this is going to be a great option if you are the kind of person that ends up doing your makeup on the train on the way to work, or if you're like a busy mom and you're doing the school pickup and you just need like something a little bit extra, you can have this with you. It comes in 10 shades and it is approved by PETA as well, so cruelty-free. Now, for your cream and stick shading, if that's a category that you really love, Etude was the winner with their Reborn Maker, Reborn Maker, that's the name of the product. A classic contour stick, I would say. It comes in a smooth, creamy texture, cheap and cheerful, as all Etude products are. Etude is really, really targeting those in their teens and 20s, and the pricing points kind of match that as well. It has a warm and a cool shade option, and this particular version of the product was actually developed by Cho Hyojin, who is a popular influencer, and she's really well known for like collaborating with Korean makeup and skincare brands. So one to try if you are after something like that. Now, for your powder shading, this product I feel like has been a staple and a classic for probably the last 10 years. It's Too Cool for School's Art Class by Rodin, and there are now 3 styles of this. So there's classic, neutral, and modern, and there are slight variations in the shades of all of those as well. This is really, really easy to use. This used to be an absolute staple in my routine. I've now moved over to like a cream-based concealer just because I feel like that works better with my BB cushions. But this one is, I would say, pretty foolproof, very beginner friendly, and I think that's one of the reasons that it enjoys such enduring popularity. Is just because it's easy. It's very easy to use. Now, for powder highlighter, Glint by Biddy Bob was the most popular one, and these are really, really beautiful glittery shades. They come in like little squares, and they still manage to look very natural, I would say, given how glittery they are, and they come in like pinks, golds, and beiges. I've actually tried their stick highlighter, and that one is very, very natural looking. It looks like it would be really intense, but when you put it on, it's like more of a sheen. So for the cream and stick highlighters, the winner was actually Hintz's True Dimension. Very, very popular product this year. So these are stick highlighters. They come in beautiful packaging, very moisturizing formulas, and very natural looking as well. And again, I feel like this is more of like a shine or a sheen rather than like a glitter. For the highlighter palette, the winner was Glyph's Illuette Highlighter Palette. So this was the Chon So-mi one. She is an idol, half Korean, and so she put this one out. The price when it launched was quite high. I thought it was about 43,000 won. And in my personal opinion, I think that this might be more of a product targeted for young people. The shades for me were a little bit like, oh, okay. Icy blue, champagne, pink lilac, and then like a really bright pink. I don't know if I'm off base there, but for me, it kind of looked like more of a product that you would maybe be trying out if you're in your 20s, teens maybe as well. So that is the giant list of products that I had for you for all of the top trending makeup in Korea in 2024. I feel like I need to go away now and have a very large glass of water because that was quite a big list to get through. But I hope that was useful information. Hopefully you have found some products that you wouldn't mind to go away and try. Like I said, if there's anything that I missed that you want to know more information about, obviously, please feel free to come and find me. You will find me on Instagram at lauren.kbeauty. So yeah, I'm going to finish it up there for today's episode. Now, next week, in our next episode, we are going to be covering my trends forecast for 2025. So I'm going to go through ingredients and, talk about all the things I think we're going to be seeing more of. And I'm actually going to break this one into two parts just because there's a lot of information. The second part of my trend forecast, I'm going to do like products and tech that I think we'll be seeing more of in 2025. Okay, let's leave it there for today. I hope you have a good rest of the day, whatever you are doing. Thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, I will see you on jellyco.com.